Hello friends, Namaskaram, how are you? Myself is Dr. Jinesh Soni. I am an advocate and a defense counsel. In today's class, I will discuss about section 8 and section 12 of PCA. I will discuss about the fundamental facts, I will discuss about the key differences, and I will discuss the practical perspective concerning both the sections. So first of all, we have to maintain a proper notebook with pen or pencil so that you could maintain your information in the proper way in case you are having trouble. Suppose you are having a legal trouble, what you can do? You could help yourself with the help of the notes. You could resemble the issue and could help yourself to vindicate the same. So basically, we have to note down the certain fundamentals. First of all, please note down that both the sections, being section 8 and section 12, deal with the individual who are involved in the act of bribery. They target different roles and level of involvement. So basically, I am giving you the fundamental idea about the subject. As we know that we are having amendment in the PCA, which is in force since 26th of July 2018. Section 8 became the primary section for bribe giver, and Section 12 inter alia became the general provision for the abatement. And that's why we could say that if a person is giving the bribe or promise to give the bribe, in that scenario he could be prosecuted as per Section 8 of PCA. But inter alia, if he assist, if he encourage the crime under the PCA, he could be prosecuted as per Section 12 of PCA. Now we have to understand the basic key difference between Section 8 and Section 12 of PCA. So basically, we have to understand certain points or certain fundamentals regarding the same. First of all, we will discuss the primary target. The primary target in Section 8 of PCA is the bribe giver. So simply, we could say that a person who is giving the bribe or who promised to give the bribe is a primary target for prosecution as per Section 8 of PCA, while the person who is assisting or who is facilitating the bribery. So basically, we could say that he is acting as a abettor. He could be prosecuted as per Section 12 of the PCA. So primary targets are depend upon the level of involvement. So if you are a bribe giver, Section 8 would be applicable, and if you are the abettor, Section 12 will be applicable. Now I am coming on the nature of offense. Basically, Section 8 is substantive offense because it specifies that if the person is offering, inter alia promising, or inter alia giving the bribe, he could be prosecuted. But in Section 12 of the PC8, the role of the accused is derivative because it punishes someone for abetting anyone so that the offense could be committed. So simply, if the evidence is direct, the person offer or giving the offer or inter alia give the bribe, in that scenario he could be prosecuted as per Section 8 of PC8. But if he is abetting, an abetment can be done by the way of aiding, by the way of criminal conspiracy, by the way of assisting. In that scenario he could be prosecuted as abettor as per Section 12 of PC8. Now we are coming on the important point, the role in the crime. Usually Section 8 of the PC8 deals with the source of corruption, and apart from that, Section 12 of the PCA deal with the situation where a person can be a middleman, can be an assistant, or can be someone who encourages a public servant to take the bribe. So basically, in case of Section 8 of PCA, you are going to induce, and in case of Section 12 of the PCA, you are going to compel the public servant so that at any cost the offense could be committed. Now I'm coming on the legal scope. Legal scope basically target the supply side of corruption, and inter alia in Section 12 it targets the ecosystem supporting the corruption. So basically we are also having the exemption as far as Section 8 of PCA is concerned, which is not available in case of Section 12 of PCA. The exemption is if you submit that you were compelled to give the bribe, and inter alia you report the matter within 7 days to the concerned law enforcing agency. In that scenario you could claim the immunity. No such immunity could be claimed in case of Section 12 of the PCA. Now I'm coming on the fundamentals further. As far as Section 8 of the PCA is concerned, it is used when you actually promise or inter alia give the bribe to the concerned official so that he could be induced to discharge his official position in the improper way. So basically focus is on the person who is giving or offering to give the bribe. For example, if A inter alia promised to give Mr. B rupees 1 lakh to do his work, in that scenario Mr. A could be prosecuted as per Section 8 of the PC8 and Mr. B could be prosecuted as per Section 7 of the PC8. Section 12 of the PC8 is basically concerned with the abettor. So basically the word abatement is used. Abetment means and includes instigating, engaging in the conspiracy, or intentionally aiding. So basically, it focus on those person who inter alia assist or inter alia conspire or inter alia aid to commit the crime under the PC Act. For example, a clerk tell the businessman, if you will give 10,000 to the boss, your file will be moved faster. So basically, he is going to abet that person so that the bribe could be given, and entirely a bribe is given or is promised to be given. In that scenario, the concerned clerk could be prosecuted as per section 12 of the PC Act, because there is no promise between the concerned boss and the clerk, but entirely he is going to induce the concerned businessman so that the bribe could be part with. In that scenario, he could be prosecuted as per section 12 of the PC Act, and the concerned boss, if inter alia he takes bribe and there is involvement of him, he could be prosecuted as per section 7 of the PC Act. Now I am coming on the point of immunity. If the concerned bribe giver proves that he was compelled to give the bribe and inter alia he report the matter within 7 days to the law enforcement agency, in that scenario he could claim the immunity, but no such immunity is available in case of section 12 of the PC Act. So in nutshell, we could say that if the role of the concerned person is a middleman, means he is abetting the cause, in that scenario he could be prosecuted as per section 12 of the PC Act. But if the role is direct, means he is giving or promised to give the bribe, in that scenario he could be prosecuted as per section 8 of the PC Act. So now we are totally able to understand the difference between section 8 and section 12 of PC Act. For such updates, please follow and subscribe my page. See you in the next video. Till then, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.